All right, gonna start working on the passenger side floor pan now. I've got solid pan back here. This is where I drilled out the spot welds, and this is probably solid too. I'm gonna do some wire wheeling and find out, kind of wire wheel all the way back here into that toe kick panel and see. Then after that, we'll kind of see where we're at, and I'll get it all lined out, scribe it all out, check out my patch panel that I have over here. I've got two sides there. And then once I get it all cut out, I'll transfer that patch over there, get it all fitted, welded in. Okay, so I've identified where I've got clean metal, and I've cut my patch panel. I've got a rough cut right here. Cut that back and then laid it in, and I've traced it in. So what I'll do is I'll run some tape about an inch inside here. That way I've got plenty of material. I don't cut short, and then I'll lay it back in, and then I'll do all my finish fitting from there. I'll cut right along here. Cut that little toe panel out, and then I can lay it back in. All right, so you can see what I did is I just took this masking tape, lined it up with where my patch sat. Let me show you that. All right, so what I did was I cut this patch, I got it rough fitted in where I wanted it, and then I traced around where it looked like everything was matched up. It's gonna fit nicely. Traced around it. And then I put my masking tape right along that line. And the reason I did that is so I don't cut too much away. And then I just traced on the inside there. So I've got like a 1-inch buffer all the way around. And again, if I'd lap weld this, that's gonna be plenty of room there. And I know that my patch is gonna fit. If I try to butt weld it, I'll have to cut back a little bit of an inch. Now, like I said, a lap weld is completely acceptable, especially for a DIYer. Yes, do the nicest hot rod shops in the world butt weld? Of course they do. But for those of us that are in your garage building stuff and just wanting to have fun and build a car for yourself to drive, make it easier on yourself, because it can be just miserable trying to butt weld everything. If you blow through, make big gap, then you got a problem. Let's have fun, make it easier, and it's all good. Okay, back at it. Got everything cut out. It's all been final trimmed. The floor pan is good to go. So what I'm gonna do is get all these supports cleaned up, scrubbed down, and painted. They're all good. They just need to be painted to help prevent rust. So once I do that, I'll be able to come back through with my weld through primer where I'm actually going to weld stuff, and on the back side of the pan, and weld it in. So quick update. All welded in. So I got a few plug welds to do on the bottom. You can see these here, the plug welds. Got a few more on the cross members. I'll need my wife's assistance as there's a little bit of a gap. So just remember, these panels aren't perfect. You can see up front I had to do a couple of relief cuts to get those to fit flush, but overall I'm really happy. It's going to be super solid. So I'll get it ground down, give it a coat of primer just so it doesn't flash rust, and move on to the driver's side. All right, here we go, driver's side. So I wanted to show you the process after you cut it out and get it all fit. Tack it in. And now I'll stitch weld it just like that. See you when I get done. Okie dokie, we are all welded in. Both sides, top and bottom, all the supports down below are welded in. So that wraps up floor pan. I'll do a little bit of grinding, get them flush and flat, and then a little bit of primer, and we are on to doing the firewall. I got a patch panel on the firewall. So I'll get rid of all that since we'll be running our new heat through that. Behind the fender, you won't see it. Just try to clean it up a little bit. And then I got to fix this little door post right here that was rotted out. So that'll be the next video. And then onto the quarter panels.